Right, hello again. We are continuing on our 2K by 2K map, building out still the passenger services, most of all, and just basically proceeding where we left off. So for those of you not following thoroughly, what I'm doing is we have 1,500 odd towns, 5,000 plus industries, and we're trying to connect all towns and all primary industries to something. So we're still doing towns. The white lines are trains, mostly passenger service, and the yellow dots are tram stations. So it's give or take episode 60. I think in terms of passenger services, we're making really good progress, and towns. In terms of industries, we have hardly started. Um, except for a lot of our actual industries are hotels. We have about 900 hotels, give or take. I'm just going to start playing and talk in the meantime. So let's just wait for them to turn it down because I'm going to waylay this. So there is some progress being made because each time we go into a town, any hotels get connected up. Okay, I don't like that. It's, yeah, I'm thinking do this. It's fine. 400 mile per hour road vehicles. Okay, yeah, we used that already. Like we do not have anything, and we will almost certainly not have anything that does 600k per hour and uses the road or rails. I want to make sure this can turn around, whatever this is. Okay, we'll just get a big one and head out to Wild Hamster Bar. See how they go. Naughty. It's a medium at small hotel. No master. I should have put my HQ here. In fact, this is not the first time I say I should have put my HQ in some obscurely named town. Or we'll do. Okay. Fine. And then we'll bring that up here. Doesn't take long, but it adds up. Is It's not a problem. It's just how the game is. Like, this was short of 5 minutes, and we connected 5 or 6 towns. That's normal. But the problem is, of course, that because we have, I actually did this in my head, because we have uh, 1,500 towns. We then actually have to do, 1,500 minutes plus worth of building just 4 towns, which is a lot. And that also gives an idea about the industries, because even if we say we are only connecting half of the industries because the others are like stores, they don't produce stuff. So according to definition, they don't have to be connected. But still 2,500 odd. Okay, you want to turn it down. I don't know why I did that, but fine. So I could kind of guesstimate if I really wanted to how many minutes it's going to take to finish this. Make it whatever number that is, because it's pretty far out. Okay. Do I care about these right now? I do not, because the train's up there. I apparently care about this because it's kind of close. Well, that is an actual town up there. Sugar. Okay. How? Like if I do that, I do that. It's because I'm getting some very funky bridges, I'm telling you. Imagine it is the year 2012. The Mayans are about to come and kill the world off, and the first train or tram comes to town. Actually, it's going to be a very small one. I can't place a bigger one. I also don't really think this will be particularly busy. Like, remember that big hoo-ha that at the end of 2012 the world was going to end because the Mayan calendar was running out of days? That's kind of what I was joking about. Ah, yeah, well, stop it. My pleb. A lot of these town names are grossly non-PC, but some of them are outright hilarious. It's not going to work in our favor. And there's a hotel that I totally missed. Okay, I am going to do the following. We'll have one coming in here. Oh, for God's sake. Can I do that? Yes. In which case, if we're looping like so, then you are large. Okay, and then do another one whereby we basically say, make it large, and then I'll probably downgrade it. Come here, go there, and go back. Are you a shared order? Yes. Oh, it's very suspicious. Okay, fine. I just need to check something in another window. You obviously now know what I typed. Someone messaged me on WhatsApp, and I don't want to pause the game just for that. It's more of a one-off. Do I actually? So what is here? These are not passenger services, so I'm not going to care about this just now. I need to come down here. Fine. Kind of thinking. Nope, I don't want that. So this is very small. That's okay. If I actually do this and then separately do slightly bigger that, do a few, and then also they'll just kind of have to find their way. In whichever other episode, I thought that was such a Looney Tunes moment. I had found that one of the trams was going around half of the bloody map because I had one tile missing. And so they just went around the long way. And I couldn't get my head around why on earth I had 20 vehicles and rates were abysmal, which is also to say, how are things? 2,000 people, that's actually impressive. Lowest rating, 43. That's kind of acceptable. So, okay. It's medium, but piss poor. 25, 18. I don't know. I'm curious though. So that's 6.5K. That's 4.8K. It's 4.1K. So there's absolutely no benefit, almost no benefit, because you know what? Can I just? I don't really want to do 1,800 of these. Sigh. Can I merge two groups? I don't think that's possible. I don't want hierarchy. Okay, how about this? I'm going to pause the game because for you this is going to be excessively boring. And that took me actually not that long, 10 minutes. I expected worse, but it would have been anything but amusing for you. So what's happening now is that basically everyone's just getting replaced, like leveled up essentially. I think I missed a few, like, why do I still have 4 of these RCSs for God's sake? I'm not even going to bother. Yeah, okay, fine. We continue. So this is, I almost said settled, but nonetheless sorted. So we build on. Yeah, I don't really know why we have to go all the way around here, but fine. And that hotel is yet again very obscurely placed. Don't have anything up here, do I? Oh, there. Would be a bit overkill to put down this many, but hey ho. I think especially with some of this clay stuff, I'm going to have a hell of a fun time because they have to go into ports. How many clay places we have? 250. You know what? It might be one of those places where I just build a load of airports. I mean, it's actually what I'm doing at the moment with a few engineering supply places. They're actually being flown. No, I don't. Also, furthermore, okay, I have problems. Right, take 5. So we're not going to do any more of these small ones. Although I fully expect, um, I fully expect the small one to be replaced soon by a newer one because that's the last one outstanding. However, the constant moving them around is just a pain in the donkey. It's actually not worth the effort. And we're not playing for money anyway. And I still do not like. I'm going to start cleaning these up. Just on the way sort of thing, not on the whole map. What's a clown pork? I mean, I guess I can imagine what clown pork is. Be there. Yeah. because then it can go through, come off this way, sand, one depot here so vehicles can turn. Yep. So where does, hold on, I'm not here. Yeah, I could go down there. I think there might be a few more pauses coming soon because people keep nagging me on all sorts of other channels that I have to respond to, which I don't really think is a biggie for yourselves because all you see is a 2-second gap. It's more of a heads up. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to use that bridge. There's no point. So that part's kind of good. I think we established that this is generally functional. Yeah. These are connected to railway and then basically need to connect down that way. Eighty people. Where do you go? Mhm. So hold on, you come from there, so you want drive, bar, lace, bar. Okay. One more month. Okay. Hopefully the um, last pause for the day. So I was trying to get some stations in here. and then some terms. Yeah, we're not going to send anyone that way. Fine. Where am I? Yeah, head out that way. So this is okay. I don't want to make it any faster because it's already 112k per hour, which is as fast as the term's ever going to get. So not a biggie. For a moment, it's like Sylvester in, yeah, I saw that one, but it's a bit like Sylvester in Looney Tunes. I thought a pretty cat. So I thought I saw a term. Like, what? Anyone who wants to turn it around, they can turn it around there. And then one of you lot come here. In fact, could just do that. Good. That should make it a little faster. And then I can do one here. I want to clone. And that's it. Fine. And then head out that way. As usual. In thinking. Cake Lord. That would be a decent band name. Not too conducive to town growth, but hey ho. 17 people. I am kind of curious too, and I shall check in a moment if having replaced all the small terms with medium terms, basically, have we then managed to reduce any of these numbers? I'm not really. We don't seem to depend too much on the trains, I think. I'd be surprised anyway. Go away. Okay. Yeah, that kind of needs dealing with. I really don't care. So badly set up. Just wiggling down. So I want this. Could do that. It's probably a little overkill-ish, but come on. No, 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 no. Come off of it. Okay, fine. So head out this way. So this is working, and then kind of do this way. I don't know what you do with that wind chaser. Wind chaser. What do you put that one on? It's just passenger MUs. Must be Birmingham. Okay, fine. I don't know. I don't generally want to come down here, but it's the end of the road, so why not? That's a bit, yeah, that's a big one. I was about to say it's a pretty small place, but well, did he dislike me, I think. See how it goes. Where am I? Here. Again, I could come down here because it's another end of the dirt serve thing. Not optimal, but like we shouldn't be coming this far at this point, I think. But it saves me some time later. No. Yeah, see, like taking this stuff out is going to be fun. Especially if a little old town decides to actually start growing. Shush. Go away. Let's just do that. It's far from optimal, but why do I have so many? For God's sake. Bollocks. Go away. I'm going to them bigger ones here because this is pretty far. Can we turn that? And between all these hotels, they may even possibly pick up a bunch of people. Actually, go away. Fine. So I don't really think we need big ones here, but I'll do it anyway because I'm silly. I'm also silly because there's no station here. Let me change my music. It's very annoying. So come here and then go there. And now we can enjoy the view for a moment. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Okay, enough enjoyment. So we need to do a much better job here because it's totally not been done. These are all quite small places, and because Tango is set to slow, I was about to say small, I don't really see them expanding significantly ever. Why do you have to go that way, you donkey? And now someone's knocking on the door. I swear to God, this is the most fragmented recording I've ever done, and I apologize for that. Okay, where am I? Why am I here? Oh, go away. Actually, I do want to be there. Or do I? Yeah, so about the non-stop, non-stop pauses. Luckily, you guys don't actually see much of it. Pretty sure I've done this. Yeah, I have. Hey, what are you? 28. Bye-bye. Okay, what am I doing here? Before I go on a very merry berry goose chase. Okay, I do kind of need to come down here. We're still very close to the train line, and I could probably just Nice. No, I don't want any. Yeah, I'm going to limit myself to Europeans, any future game, because the one thing I really wanted was the Maglev, and that's German. I don't want to take them off now because I think the vehicle IDs might get mixed up to the point that the game might possibly crash. But um, okay, so what have I not done? I'm pretty sure I've done the gagging penguin, and I've clearly not done this. So let's do that. Fine. Go away. Stupid thing. My own stupidity is testing my patience big time. That's such a weird road wiggle there. Okay, I don't even know how this is sensibly doable. Just want to make sure everyone can turn it around somewhere. Okay, so the others are coming in here and going back. So I shall put one that can turn there, but it comes into here. Okay, I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out. I said a moment ago someone was at the door. Actually, there wasn't anyone. It's just oddly noisy around here today. Okay, we do need to do at least that town and then kind of all of these. And I have short of 10 minutes, which is actually not too bad. Because I can probably do it in that sort of time. $260. Okay, so that's kind of sorted. I'm not directly going to bother with that. We go from this place. Yeah, there's another one of these wiggly turns, and it wasn't me. I think it's I'm not sure if it's really a bug. haven't played against competitors in TTD since it was actually TTD or even TT. And I remember that back in those days, competitors were excessively stupid. They would build extensive railway networks that would loop around from nowhere to nowhere, like that little road thingy bobby like this. You think WTF? But also, they were so extensively stupid that they just took away the challenge from the game. I want a bigger one. Okay, do this. Yeah, 96 definitely. I don't want a big one. It's pointless. Fine. Hey, we made it back. Nice. I'm going to send whatever term this is to Bikini Socket. So I expect with the boat and stuff, it would be a little busier. I'm also thinking there's no point in having it go all the way around because it's plain stupid. So there you go. To the point. Where I think, what are you doing? Okay. This was the 96, and I had sent things down that way, right? And I want a bigger one because of the boats, which probably make no difference, and there's nothing here. Nice. So I need to come down this way. We are running a little out of time. So what I'll do is come off this way. Okay, okay. That's one, and then we just basically do just this to there. It's probably not the greatest, but hey ho. Right, that's 56 minutes. Thank you for watching. As always, hope that was enjoyable. Apologies for the 3 or 4 count of pauses. That doesn't usually happen. And I shall hopefully see you the next time. Any thoughts, comments, likes, subscribes, whatnot, please do. Thank you and see you. Bye bye.